Really, it boils down to there are a lot of misconceptions about what can be done to protect yourself, to protect your network, to protect privacy. And I think you really could sum it up in saying that there are facts and there are fictions about how to best protect yourself. I think in 2015, the Software Engineering Institute released a paper, The Risks of Ssl Decryption, and it outlines several items that if companies were going to address this, really as a bleeding edge technology several years ago, these are the things they needed to do. One of them, for instance, is an incomplete certificate validation. A10 is able to address all of the items that Carnegie Mellon has on their list, and even went a step farther and said, these are some additional items that we think are very important and customers need to consider if they're considering deploying this technology.
Got it. So, top 3 misunderstandings out there?
I think it would start off with performing break and inspect is going to have a performance impact and my users are going to notice and be unhappy. A10 built itself really with as a performance and scalable pedigree as an application delivery controller company. We've applied this to performing SSL break and inspect. So users are not going to experience that delay. They're not going to be unhappy when they're visiting sites that they would normally visit, but we're going to increase security posture by providing decrypted traffic. Another item is rip and replace. Today, maybe some companies are performing a break and inspect, or maybe they're not doing it at all. A10 recognizes this and is very versatile in our deployments, whether we need to be deployed as a layer 3 solution, a layer 2. If your company has web proxies, whether they're transparent or explicit, A10 really wants to work with you and recognize that you don't have to re-architect your entire network, nor do you have to perform a rip and replace. Lastly, I think, and this ties back into Carnegie Mellon's piece and also to A10's myths, is A10 implements a hardware security module. And not only one, but we can implement up to 4 in our solution. The hardware security module really is a one-way trapdoor where we take keys in and they cannot be extracted, even if you have physical access to the device. And this is really important because initially when you perform an HTTPS session from the client to the server, there's no one in the middle. And so people believe that that is a secure tunnel session. Well, now when you have someone in the middle, sanctioned man in the middle, that is performing inspection, what risks are now incurred? So we really, as A10, want to recognize or provide information to our customers that these are all the steps that we can take, and you can go even one step farther with the HSM.
Got it. So why would you go with a dedicated decryption solution?
So a dedicated solution really is going to assist because today you can have a next generation firewall or even an IDS can perform decrypt and re-encryption of HTTPS traffic. But if you have an IDS and a next generation firewall and advanced threat protection, you'd have to do that 3 times. So if you're going to go through that 3 times, each time you're going to incur a little bit more delay, a little bit more latency. So eventually you're going to get to a point where your users may notice that there's some sort of delay, that it's not the performance that they expect. So that's one item. The next is recognizing that you want to pass this to all of your security tools. If you have a single solution, maybe that solution is a next generation firewall that has the ability to perform an IDS, but it can't do advanced threat protection. And malware, maybe it's obfuscated, it's going to pass right through that IDS. You need that advanced threat protection. If you have an investment, if your company has an investment in security, you want to recoup all of that investment. A10 is going to assist you to ensure that all of your security apparatus is performing inspection so that there is no blind spot.